Looks like I do have less time to work on those other ones, but then again, it kind of like evens out for tomorrow's Sun and Moon Show video, so yeah. Or Sun and Moon Show wait. I don't know if they uploaded another lore video. I don't know because I was just been focusing on trying to do Luna's song. I've literally been listening to the original song on loop so I can remember the melody and all that stuff. So this episode is called Earth Needs Therapy, and you know for a fact I wasn't going to skip this. Curse me and my need to know basis. I'm going to get to psychoanalyze, which means I'm going to be happy. So let's get into it. Okay, we're getting it previously.
You don't seem it.
Just looking at the room.
I think I need to go find Monty. Earth doesn't seem right, and I must do my investigative duty and invade their privacy as their little brother. Monty!
Of course I will put it in the
acting
Krang.
funky.
Funky how?
They seem very sad.
You know what it probably is? Like, out of everything else that's happened, you know what it probably is?
Huh?
She misses me.
Go find her.
It's great to have, the routines and things of what you're supposed to do if you have bad thoughts. But it's kind of difficult to put them in action when the thoughts just keep coming back. Maybe if I just sit with them and experience these thoughts and these feelings for a little while, it'll let me know how to deal with them better.
That is the best way that anyone has dealt with intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts doesn't necessarily mean like violence or like dirty thoughts. It's also like sad thoughts and everything like that. Like thoughts you don't want to have. This is the most healthy way I've actually heard this, so gold star.
Tried every other solution, but nothing's working. Well, it's not me that's broken, is it?
No.
I just had maintenance by my father, so...
I thought you meant the other maintenance. I still haven't got that out of my head. I wanted to make an animatic of that, but then again, I'm working on 3 songs right now, and one of them is based on Willy Wonka. So you know which one I'm going to prioritize.
The problems I'm having can't be related to that. It's gotta be something I'm doing, or something that's deeply rooted in me. Maybe if I just sit and think about it for a little while, come to terms with it, feel it, I'll understand it a lot better.
Yes.
My God, I can see why Earth comes out here a lot.
I can't see.
You gotta just get
There's
taller,
so much
man.
flowers.
You're right, I can do that.
Do you know what this reminds me of? That scene in The Wizard of Oz, like, I think it was like a spell cast upon like the roses or something like that, and then they went to sleep. This is what it reminds me of, but then again, there wasn't any of these ruins, like ruins around here.
Literally, that's not a joke. Get taller.
Cool.
I'm not sure if that's much better, but sure.
I can see. Oh, speaking of.
Yeah. How in the world did Earth find a place like this?
It's
Well,
Earth.
they said they were wandering around flower fields before they showed up at the daycare.
Right.
It's probably one of them.
I'll be honest, I didn't know this was a thing around here. Don't
It's
worry.
beautiful.
Dad will probably plow it down
And
put
why do I
another thing here or something. I don't
I hated how
I
feminine that
wouldn't be
just
surprised
sounded.
if Earth also just has nature powers.
know. I don't know anything about that.
That would just be
I was
awesome.
searchers,
Don't talk about searching my sister's system.
I realized the second I started speaking, that could have get taken out of context.
Yeah-huh.
What could have been taken out of context? I need to hear that.
Powers.
I don't know anything about that. I was searchers.
Don't talk about searching my sister's
You need to stop, Monty. You just need to stop.
system.
I realized the second I started speaking, that could have get taken out of context.
Yeah-huh.
Yes.
Go.
Hey, Earth,
And I'm a fairly
Down
innocent
here.
mind.
Oh, hello.
Hi, sis.
coming up. Don't worry. Give me a minute. So,
Good thing you're not in the
how you
daycare.
doing, Earth?
A little confused on why you're all here.
Wanted to make you feel better somehow.
I'm
know?
feeling fine. I just wanted some alone time is all.
I figured maybe I could play you a song or something.
Okay, if you'd like to do that.
Ooh. Please let this be a good song. Please. So then I can, like, think that this is a kind of like a musical. That if this is, I'll give it 10 out of 10 immediately just because it will be a musical. Listen, I love musicals. It's in my name. The Geeky Theatre Brat.
I've been working on
I was getting small again.
I'm working on a little something. Still kind of riding it. But I thought I'd make you feel better. Because, you know, you're all sad and all that. Maybe you missed
I'm not
me
sad.
or something, or, you know,
You're
just
a little
something like
sad.
that.
I'm fine. I'm really fine. I appreciate
She's just processing
it. I'm
emotions.
okay.
You don't want to hear the song?
Well, not right now. I feel like you need to connect that to something for the music to be heard, wouldn't you?
It is connected.
Yeah, to me.
Oh. Huh.
It's really weird how fast
The
Bush
glam
tries to
rocks
cut
are
corners.
the glam rocks for whatever reason have built-in speakers.
That is weird.
Yep. Well, I mean, so it means like we can get connected just in case we need to speak on Unicom for whatever reason.
Yes,
Sometimes I gotta speak as son because your brother refuses to leave his room.
correct.
Spoken as you one time too.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
you were busy,
Oh,
so I had to speak. Since I know your
Got
voice
it.
box, I said something like, hold on, give me a sec. I'll just say real quick what I said.
attention, attention, attention. Nobody loves you. Why'd you say that?
You ask Fazbear. I have no idea what they're doing.
That's fun.
So you don't
I know what reference that was to. And I love it.
want a song then?
Oh, if you've wrote it for me, I'd love to listen to it. It's just right now, I don't know. Maybe when we get back?
Sure, no problem. Keep the glasses like this though. So what's going on, Earth? Cause
Put the
that
glasses
reader-
down, please.
What?
Well, I don't know. You're sad.
I'm fine. I'm really fine.
No, you're not.
Do not say you're
This is like
fine.
the second time I've dealt with.
Whenever
either
somebody says they're fine, that's not true. Nobody's fine. That's just a fact. Everyone has something going on in their lives and they need to talk about it. Even the most person that seems the most happiest person in the world is actually, they may seem the most happiest person in the world, but they could also be hiding a lot of stuff. They might be extremely good at masking. So nobody is the happiest person on earth. Unless they think extremely positively. And like one time I saw this book and it was like about a guy who has hardly any limbs or anything like that and how he's the happiest man on earth. But I can tell you right now, he went through some stuff. I'm going to say I didn't even read the book and I know that he went through some stuff. Nobody has a perfect life. Nobody has something they don't need to talk about.
of you being sad. Mostly you. But
I'm sorry I'm depressed.
You don't have to apologize for having thoughts and feelings.
I wasn't making a joke or anything. I was just whatever.
It did sound like that, though.
I'm sorry I'm depressed. I could be using that
I
a
just
little.
want to know anything I can do for you.
I'm fine.
You want to tell me about some stuff like this is your dad's programming or stuff like
I
that?
don't know why we keep bringing up my father. Nothing is to do with that.
I know you guys have the best intentions, but right now I think you need to give her some space. For she's learned a lot of stuff within the last couple of weeks, and she needs to process it. Like, she nearly watched her brother get killed, and she's in a new relationship, and, well, quote-unquote new. So she needs, not to mention learning stuff about her father, and as we learnt in the Sun and Moon Show episode, she believed everything that he said, and now that she's learning stuff about him, she's questioning everything she knew. It's like, basically, what's something from a movie I've seen, like The Owl House. How, Luce knows that Balos is evil, but everyone in the Boiling Isles and across the island, they refuse to believe that because that's everything they knew. They'll have to question everything they know.
Everything is fine on that front.
Why does the sun phase through your leg gaps?
Okay, I'll just get up. Okay, this is.
Like
No,
gaps.
no, it's fine. Sit.
Are you sure? Because it's a little.
Jesus Christ, want to just switch with me?
That's better.
Monty, we can't help but take what you just did out of context.
Gremlin. I mean, I just want to make sure you're better, I guess.
I'm doing all right. Really.
Earth, I can tell that you're not acting the way you normally do.
Yes.
Why?
No, that's something for me to deal with, not you.
Okay, then I just shouldn't talk about my own stuff? You're giving counterintuitive advice.
I realize that. The difference is, I have nobody else to talk about my feelings to.
Well, I mean,
Oh, come on, you have
No,
you have your older brothers, you have your younger brother who would actually have a lot of experience in the trauma departments. You have Montgomery. You say you have no one, mate?
My whole job is to be the person people talk to when they're upset, if they have bad feelings, if they have anxieties. I don't have anybody for me to talk to about that stuff, and I don't feel fair on doing it to you two.
Listen. Good thing I'm here, because I know that exact feeling. People will listen to you more if you open up to them more. It's been like, psychologists have actually been trying to do this one thing. Essentially, when you connect with your client or patient a lot more by talking and just like being open with them, and then they'll be open with you. So essentially, if you want to do your job, you need to care for yourself as well, because if you don't care for yourself, your help will be at minimum.
When you aren't equipped to handle that sort of thing, I am. So it's okay if I deal with it because I'm equipped to deal with my own thoughts.
have they been working?
Well, I'm trying a new technique since nothing else is working, where I'm just sitting with my thoughts and my feelings and letting them be so I can experience them, acknowledge that I'm feeling that way, and hopefully move on. But it's taking a little while for that last part to kick in.
As a guy who did most of
All new Milo.
See, Lunar's coming in.
it doesn't work.
It works for
Yes.
some people.
I don't think you're one of them.
Well, nothing else I'm doing is really working for me.
Because you like talking to people. Am I wrong?
I do enjoy talking to people.
Just because we're not trained for it doesn't mean we can't help you.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of going a bit steady right now, right?
Yes?
And, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't have to be a professional to try and be there for you.
I mean, he was, before you came along, he was Lunar and Moon's therapist. So what do you think?
Stand real quick.
You need help,
Look
or
away. No, it's okay. It's a lot.
Okay.
Just back up. Okay, here we go.
what kind of process is it to stand up?
I'm
Probably
very
something
better
to
top
do
not
with-
heavy.
ask.
I'm
Does-
very
does it-
top
does it-
heavy. Okay, I'm
Is it
good.
like, alright.
Their hair has weight, so it's weird.
It's not a lot of weight, but if it gets in my face, I'm just throwing off all balance. Want to touch? Go ahead.
It's just really
Yeah, I know how that feels. I used to have that.
I don't even think Luna can reach it.
Eh, I can't reach.
Here you go.
Oh, okay. Eh. Fluffy.
Luffy.
Anyway, look, I'm made to be professional about this stuff. If I can't deal with it, then what good is it?
Well, I mean, just talking it out sometimes makes it better.
But I don't
Yes,
want
it
I
to.
was
does.
not gonna look that high up.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, I'm very tall. Where was I? I don't even know what's
Are
going
you
on.
made out of
What's that
nanomachines?
even-
You're not made out of nanomachines, so how are you able to do that?
Look, I am programmed to be the best at taking care of people, at taking care of people's emotions. And what good is all that programming if I can't even take care of my own emotions?
Well, or it's just
That's because... Goodness, if there's one thing I've learned from psychology, is that you can't use it on yourself. You guys basically are programmed to be as human as physically possible. So, essentially, you guys are humans in robotic bodies. I'm just saying that. And humans are very social creatures. And the way we tend to actually deal with our problems is to talk to other people. It's part of our biology. Even though you guys are robots, I know, but you guys have essentially human minds, essentially. So, to talk about it is what helps, and a therapist can try to use their own things on themselves, but it has to be someone else using them on the therapist. If that explains it, kinda. Even I have my own therapist. I have multiple therapists, and sometimes I give them therapy.
good at taking care of people. Don't mean you're good at taking care of yourself. I would know that.
But that's my whole thing. My whole thing is being good at that. My whole thing is making sure people are safe. And I've already
Earth.
messed that up.
Earth, you can let your emotions just be.
You're a person.
It's not even just about the emotion. My whole programming is I'm supposed to be good. I forget that my hair is always big and in the way. Sorry, are you alright?
You slapped him
Go
really hard
back
across
to
the face with
talking
it.
because it will help you.
Hey, watch your head.
You want some too?
Wow. I'm not
It's
used to
fluffy.
that.
It's
That was
fluffy, huh?
soft.
It is soft.
I just want to let you know that I'm here for you. So is Luna and your brothers.
I'm
Look,
always here
and
for you.
Back up real quick. I'm about to turn away. I don't want to smack you. Look, my whole thing is that I'm supposed to be programmed to know every first aid scenario. I'm supposed to know every scenario of what to do if there's a world apocalyptic event, like such as a big a tsunami or an earthquake or a hurricane
Oh, I know that
or a
stuff too.
tornado. I'm supposed to know every single procedure and what to do in the daycare and how to take care of children and how to take care of everything. I'm supposed to know how to take care of people's mental health. I'm supposed to take care of people's physical health. But every time I've done that recently, I've messed it up or I've left someone unsatisfied. And that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to keep people
You
satisfied.
can't help everyone. Trust me. You can't help everyone. If you put your success to how many people you don't satisfy, that will affect your overall work. And I should start taking my own advice right here because I'm a perfectionist. I think Earth suffers from a lot of perfectionism. I think it's because of her father putting a lot of expectation on her for being, well, perfect. I think she needs to needs to learn that it's okay to not be perfect, but it's also okay to feel emotions. It's also okay to feel emotions and to just be yourself. You don't even have to, if you do want to be a therapist, then yeah, do what you love. But your programming, yes, it is who you are, but you can develop it yourself. Your AI is that complex. It's exactly like a human brain. The human brain, after every experience, they learn something new and a new part, and it grows larger. Everything you learn. That's fact.
I'm not unsatisfied.
You should be.
Why?
I should have acted faster. My calculation said to just...
He was threatening to kill me.
I know, and my calculation said to just do nothing and wait for an opening.
As
what
I
if there
said,
was never going to be an opening? I would
perfectionism.
have just let you die. And I would have stood there like a coward. And I shouldn't have told you to run away. I should have said maybe you should go invisible first, since you can, but it totally slipped my mind then, and it's not supposed to slip my mind. I'm supposed to remember everything
It
about
was
everybody.
stress.
Sis.
And then I couldn't even help you navigate your own feelings. I had to ask Monty for help. I'm not supposed to ask anybody for help.
You're supposed to ask people for help.
Yes. Let me say something. Earth. Yes. You are programmed to know how to do things. Me and Monty are both programmed to know how to do things. That doesn't mean we know when to act on that programming or how it could work with different people.
It's not supposed to be that way for me. Take, for
You're
example,
not.
I had to
You're
do...
not-
When Moon and Sun were fighting with each other, I had talked to Sun beforehand about everything that he was upset about, and I could understand, I could see in his physical behavior when he was upset, but I should have let him talk more, but I knew he was uncomfortable sharing his feelings. I know he's uncomfortable with emotional moments, so I tried to alleviate that, but now I'm thinking maybe I made it worse. Maybe he's secretly resentful of the fact that I talked too much for him, or maybe Moon's upset at me for...
If anything, I think that's helping him. He hates talking about that. So for you to speak about it from your point of view, and if anything is, if you say it wrong, he will step in himself and add to the conversation. What you're doing is helping him. Stop seeing the negatives. You need to see the positive side of things. And I seriously need to take my own advice sometimes.
You know, not telling him about me going to to my father and having him do things for me. I mean, everything I do, somebody's not satisfied. That has to be the case, and I'm supposed to be perfect. That's what I was built to be, the perfect creation. I'm not perfect.
Perfect creation. Perfect stereotypical female. Perfect daughter. Perfect sister. Perfect therapist. Perfect daycare attendant. You see the pattern here? Do you know what I think? She doesn't want to be perfect. She just has to be perfect. I mean, if some miracle were to happen and or if this happen, or something happens in this, to just tell her to do no therapy or anything that she's been programmed to do, and do anything but that, to discover who you really are. Like, she could find out, oh, I love axe throwing, I love karate, I love riding motorcycles. Oh, I like wearing leather jackets. She could discover a lot about herself. Monty did the same thing, and they found out they're gender fluid. So, just let them try to get them to experience life without the pressures.
Sis, perfection is impossible.
Then why was I
It's-
built? I'm supposed to be perfect.
Perfection
I
is
was supposed
impossible.
to protect you,
You did. I'm alive.
but you were hurt, and I'm supposed to make sure you're not hurt.
I know.
And I
But
shouldn't be telling you all this. I don't
Yes,
want you
you
to feel bad
should.
about it.
I
But you're
don't
not supposed
feel
to feel
bad.
I'm
If
I-
anything,
I'm gonna give an outside perspective real quick. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Let's bring it down a bit. Earth, not everyone's gonna be perfect. I'm not. You're not.
he wants to be the perfect son.
God knows Lunar ain't perfect. Like, really not
Thanks.
perfect.
Yeah, you're really digging on this point.
Side the point. Look, you were put in a situation that you cannot have ever known what to do, truly. And I don't say that you were supposed to. You weren't. You didn't know what Blood Moon was, what he was capable of, or anything like that. So, you don't have to blame yourself for something you had no control over. And I don't think Lunar's upset with you. He's not. And if things got worse,
Why always at the worst time?
wouldn't have been your fault. Same
It
way
wouldn't
it
have
wasn't.
been.
You know, I blame myself for Lunar's death. He died in front of me. Should have been faster, thought further ahead, or something like that. But I realized it was out of my control completely. And I couldn't do anything to save him. All I could do was my best, and you did your best. At the end of the day, I guess that's all that matters, is if you do your best. So don't go blaming yourself. Don't. You're never gonna be perfect.
You asked why you were made. If you're not perfect, you were made to be my sister. The reason you were made isn't what defines you. It's what you want to make out of your existence. Since when did I understand philosophy?
Oh. Looks like, yeah. Someone's been doing some reading. Because sometimes philosophers also get into the meaning of the universe, and you are interested in space, so I'm not surprised, mate.
The Art of War.
No, I don't read.
We need to work on that. So I don't
I
know
love
if
to
there's any
read.
more we can help with that. Because
I
you gotta
know.
go through it yourself a little bit.
That's what I've been trying to do. I know everything you're saying, it's logical. It's just, there's this
I know.
illogical part of me that's talking all that.
I know. It's the illogical part that I kinda like about you.
Really?
Yeah. Your silliness, your fascination with Barbies. More like obsession, actually, but yeah. Just,
Thank you both for
you're
helping
being
me.
silly.
I really appreciate
Also,
your
if you were
help.
perfect, you'd be boring.
Perfect is boring.
Yep, very boring.
Sorry, I almost hit you again.
It's fine.
Okay, well, if I do, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a big thwack.
Mind if I...
Sure.
Okay. How about this?
Gay.
That is a mean thing to say.
I didn't mean it in a rude way.
Well, you need to read
Wait, did he just say gay? Technically yes, technically no. I'll say pan.
evaluate what you just said.
Romantic.
There you go.
How about we all get some ice cream? I'm feeling ice cream. Anyone?
Isn't there an ice cream shop?
Didn't you say there was
I
a
lied.
depression of it?
I
I
lied.
hate you.
I lied straight to your face, actually.
I will grab your snout again. You know I have these grippers.
Don't, for the love of God, don't say that.
I have these grippers. I know how to use them.
So ice
I'm
cream and
thinking
cake?
Cold Stone, Dairy Queen.
I like Cold Stone. I want to have.
I've never been to Cold Stone.
I want rainbow
Well-
sprinkles mixed in.
We're going to Cold
Don't
Stone.
they have the toss? thing?
Cookies and cream for me,
They
mate.
mixed it all together and stuff. I was thinking I could get sweet cream or birthday cake mixed with rainbow sprinkles.
Nice.
Or maybe strawberry
Stairs are
rainbow
boring.
sprinkles.
Don't jump off.
Okay, that's not
I'm
safe.
okay.
Okay, that's
You built
fine.
him, Monty. Come on.
Thank you, Monty.
You made him like
Boys.
this.
Wanna hold hands on the way there? Be gay, like Lunar said.
Sure, even though I don't like
I
it,
love
right?
that. I love you, Lunar. My gay boy.
Ice cream!
Just
Gay.
Ice cream.
Well, bit.
ice cream.
It's only mean if
Ice
you
cream.
make it mean.
I guess that's a good point. I don't know, maybe I don't know the lingo.
Right. Forward.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Finally, Earth has spoken about her emotions, and I got to psychoanalyze her a lot. You know, that's one of my favorite things to do. Anyway, let's get to this review. Earth, your perfectionism has pretty much taken over your life. You feel like everything should be perfect. In your entire life, you've been focusing on perfection and how is supposed to be how life goes. And I think that this is basically, she is basically an embodiment of how society thinks. Because society sometimes has like a box with a hole that not everyone can fit through in order to be accepted. And not everyone is accepted. For that hole, nobody can fit through. So, yeah. Monty, you're great, mate. Lunar, you're just comedy gold in this episode. Gay, I love you. Anyway, 10 out of 10. You know why. Anyway, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.